Hello everyone, welcome back to Roshnara's World. So guys, today's video we will be discussing about the top situation based questions that are being asked by the company during the HR interview. So we will discuss about the questions and how to answer them. The examples also we will discuss, and the tips also we will be discussing. So now before we start with that, let's discuss what are situation based questions. So these are the questions which are typically the situation that is being given to you by the HR during the interview, and based on that situation, keeping yourself in that situation, you have to answer that question. So now answering that question, the interview wants to judge a few skills basis your response. So now they actually want to judge about your problem solving skills. How do you solve the problem in such a situation? Then your time management skills, what kind of how do you manage your time to resolve a particular situation or any scenario. Then the teamwork and the collaboration, they will judge about your skills, so that how do you perform in a team, how do you collaborate within the team while working with them. So these type of skills they judge. Also they judge about your critical thinking. So how do you think in that particular situation, your promptness to answer while during in that situation also they are checking. Apart from that, they also check how do you take the feedback, right? How receptive you are to learn new things or not, or how open you are to take any feedback if you are given any. Right. Apart from that, the confidence level also is being checked during answering this kind of questions. So these questions will be mainly for the fresher level questions, and yes, if you have done any sort of internship, then also these answers will be more relatable. So number one is that describe any time when you had to make a difficult decision with limited information. So how do you proceed? So here in such situation or such question, you can answer that during a group presentation in my college, we encountered a technical difficulty with audio visual equipments, and before the session basically, now with no time to troubleshoot, I made a decision to proceed with the presentation using only verbal explanations and handouts to convey the key points. And despite the initial setback, my quick thinking and adaptability allowed us to deliver the compelling presentation that received positive feedback from the audience. So this is the way you can answer, and you can describe the situation in a manner that you actually encountered that problem and how did you handle that situation. All right. Now next question is share an experience where you had to demonstrate your leadership qualities and how did you motivate your team members. So in this question you can answer that as a team leader during a college project, I motivated my peers by collaborating with them where everyone felt valued and heard. Then I also encouraged for an open communication and took their inputs from my team members, and then recognized and celebrated individual contribution. And by setting clear goals and expectations and providing them the guidance and offering support, I inspired my team to work cohesively towards achieving the objectives and resulting the successful completion of the report or the project ahead of the schedule. So this type of question basically the interview wants to check your team leading or leadership quality skills, and how do you collaborate among your team members while working within the team. Next question is describe a situation where you had to handle a criticism, or you can say a negative feedback. How did you handle or respond? So in this you can answer during an internship evaluation, I received feedback from my supervisor regarding the area of improvement where I could have improved my coding skills. And instead of feeling disappointed or discouraged, I viewed it as an opportunity for growth, and I actively sought out the additional resources such as online tutorials, then practice exercise to enhance my skills. And additionally, I maintained open communication with my supervisor, seeking regular feedback to track my progress and demonstrate my commitment to improvement. Now this particular question will actually judge your openness towards feedback. How do you respond towards getting any feedback, or how do you respond to getting any negative feedback, or do you get disheartened, or do you get demotivated? So this type of situation actually wants to check if you are open to learn or not. Next question is, tell me about a time when you had to prioritize your multiple tasks with competing deadlines, and how do you manage your time? So in this situation, you can answer, while judging coursework and your internship projects, I encountered overlapping deadlines that required careful prioritization. So I created a detailed schedule, outlined specific time slots for each task, and then the complexity of the task and urgency of each assignment. Then additionally, I also utilize tools like tasks list and calendar reminders to stay organized and ensure timely completion of the tasks without failing my deadlines. So in this type of question, the interview wants to see how how do you perform in your during your pressure time, and how do you manage your time. The time management skills are being judged very importantly, and how do you organize your projects, or how do you behave when you have multiple tasks in hand, and prioritization accordingly. Next question is, share an experience where you had to adapt to a significant change, and how do you cope up with it? So in this question, you can answer that transition from one technical classroom learning to online education during the pandemic was a significant change to me, and to adapt that, I embraced digital tools for virtual collaborations, and established dedicated supplies space at home, and developed a disciplined routine to maintain productivity. So by actively engaging in online forums and seeking assistance from my professors when needed, I actually successfully navigated the transition and achieved the academic success as well. So in this type of question, the interview wants to see the adaptability to the changing environment, how receptive or how open you are to the change when there are various changes in the organization or companies. Next question is, describe a situation where you had to solve a problem under pressure, and how did you handle it? Now here you can answer, in my final year project, we encountered technical glitch just a day before the presentation deadline, and with limited time I took charge of my coordinating with my colleagues and delegating the tasks based on the team members and the strength and their capacity, and then conducting troubleshooting sessions. So by remaining calm and focused and composed, we successfully resolved the issue, allowing us to deliver flawless presentation. So in this type of question, the interviewer wants to check how do you perform under pressure, how do you manage to solve the question, the problem solving skills, and also how to work within the team. Last question is, tell me about a time when you had to work with a difficult team member. How did you handle the situation? Now here you can answer that during my internship, I encountered a team member who often miss project meetings and fail to deliver tasks on time. So we approached this situation by scheduling one-to-one meeting with the team member, and then expressing my concerns politely, and then offering assistance to understand the challenges, and then together we decided a plan and clear deadlines and outline, and regular check-ins were also done to ensure the accountability. So this approach helped to improve their performance and foster better collaboration within the team. So now this type of question actually wants to understand how do you handle your team member, how do you again connect with your team member, also the kind of decision you make if you have any difficult team member in your team. So these are the very important skills that are being judged. So finally guys, I hope you have understood how to answer the situation based question. So these were just the questions. I mean, you can get any out of the box question in the situation. Take your time. You do not need to hurry up. You take your time to answer the question, analyze the question, think the question twice and then answer. Don't even have to rush, right? So these are the small tips and tricks where you can excel your interview during the HR. Do share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and wait for the next video. Thank you so much. Have a great day.